Hey everybody, the RV Enthusiast here. Good morning. It's about 6:50 in the morning. They're a little late for work, but they're heading off at 6:50. Look at this wonderful Oregon sunshine. It is maybe 65 degrees. Yeah, I guess 65 degrees. It's beautiful. Getting some free watering, which is good. Well needed. Ain't gonna help anything in the back, but well needed. I'll show you what I got going on today. It's kind of a fun little project, something I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna clean this out and I'll show you that surprise when we come back. Probably one of the bigger unboxings we're ever going to have. Unless I get a new RV, unlikely going to happen. But we were at the Home Depot over the weekend, and the funny thing is I saw this, I was like, ooh, I was kind of enamored with it. I was like, dang, that's a big toolbox, man. That's a big toolbox. My wife comes over and she looks at it and goes, wow, that's really nice. You should get that. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, well, you don't have to tell me twice. No problem. So, wow, this is tough. So, went back and picked it up. And I'm pretty happy guy right now. We go to get this one, I called online and made sure they had it. He said, yep, well, I'd like the one in the box if I could get that. And he said, yeah, no problem. And when we went to pick it up, the one that was on the store was being bought as we were picking mine up. So I think it's a good thing we called. Wonder if I can use this phone for anything. Boy, yeah, maybe, maybe this would be a good product to put as insulation up in some of my my cavities in the RV for the skylight in the bathroom. When I'm going to put it up in there for trying to sleep. I won't have it in there all the time, but I'm going to put one in there, I think, for when I sleep, because I don't like light coming in. Like I said before, I don't like light coming in. Cabinet is part one, right? And then after I get the cabinet out, I got to put the wheels on it. After I put the wheels on this one, then I got the top chest. But just as a start, look at that color, man. Ain't that cool? That's cool. Now, I had a friend help me. He said, hey, you want me to help you take this out? It's like, nah, I'll do that myself in the morning. Mornings here, I'm kind of a little bit regretting that decision because I got to do it myself. And you know what that means? This worked. And there's wheels somewhere on it. Oh, here's the key. Got to get the key off, and then the wheels are on the inside. But let me take it off the trailer first. I'll probably tip it off. Get some leverage going like that. Oh, if I let it go, it's gonna bang. I don't want it to bang. There we go. Now on the floor. Slide rotation. Had a pretty interesting weekend working on the kitchen countertop. Kitchen countertop butcher block counter. Well, you know, I'm just assuming you're going to put it together like you would kind of granite, except for the seams. We were trying this product, and on paper the product looked fantastic. It looked like, man, that's a cool way to do it. But it didn't work that way for me. Or for us doing it, let's say. Because I wasn't the only one. And finally I was like, we got to give this up. So we kind of did it old school, and it worked out great and saved a ton of time. Much better to do it that way. And it was fantastic. Felt like we did a pretty good job at it, actually. This is the first DeWalt product I ever owned. I'm not loyal to any brand at all, really. I have some rigid stuff I really like. I really like my rigid stuff, actually. I have some Milwaukee stuff I really like. I have a Makita saw, like a Sawzall, reciprocating saw. It's pretty old, never a lick of problem. I like it, but I think the best tool I ever bought that I like the most is that fine multi-tool. Like I said, I bought that thing, I've said it in another video, I bought that thing when Fine was the only one out there. They had the patent on it, no one else could make it. And I was like, man, I wish there were a cheaper brand. This is a lot of money, because I bought the entire kit, which was $400. Man, it's a lot of money. And God, I don't even know if I'm looking at myself. Maybe you're just looking at a talking head. No, you can see me. Okay. And I was like, man, that's a lot of money. But I said, okay, I'm going to bite the bullet. And I bought it. And then I don't think it was about a year later, the knockoff started coming out, because the patent was through. They had completed the patent and others had made it. My friend has a Rockwell Sonic Crafter. I think that's a really good tool. I think that's probably second, right behind the Fine. And then I think there's some other ones that are okay. I've never used them. Well, I have. I've used a real cheap knockoff. It was not so good. I used a Sonic Crafter this weekend, man, and I liked the tool. It was great. And we're you know, the thing is, those the Fine Multi-Master, its blades are crazy money, just ridiculous. You know, after you go through them, and I'm telling you, when there was no other brand out there, I was having to buy them, and I just, every time I bought them, I was like, God, I don't mind the price of the tool now, but these blades are just crazy. So the knockoffs came, and the knockoff blades came, and when they did that, you know, I tried a couple I didn't really like, but I found a couple of brands, and one of the knockoff brands we were using this weekend, fantastic, worked great. May not last as long as the Fine, but when you're looking at, you know, $3 a blade versus, or, you know, under $3 a blade, you know, $20 a blade, $25 a blade, you'll make do. But really, over time, I don't think there's a difference, really. I would never pay that much for that blade again, because there's knockoffs. Anyway, that's my two cents on there. Fine multi-tool, the best tool I ever bought in my life, by far, none better. The other thing I like, and I used to say it, I said the Fine was the best tool I ever bought in 2013 or something, or 2012 or 2011, I don't remember, I've had it a long time. The other is the Jaw Horse, the Rockwell Jaw Horse. I'm gonna turn back. And then, you know, then you got your other power tools, but that's not a power tool, but that's a great item. All right, let's get back to the unbox here. Oh. There you go, move this around so you can get a look. Look at that, dogs. Look at that. We're just going to tear this plastic off, because I'm eventually lift it up and put it on the other piece. All right? Oh, I got tape on me. I got tape on me. Okay. Man, ain't it pretty? Ain't that pretty? Ain't that yellow just gorgeous? I think so. I'm very happy. Got a big smile on my face. So cool. Okay, now I'm gonna we're gonna turn over there. You'll see some parts of the assembly. Now it's time to put the wheels on. This is the side where the handle goes. So of course the handle, you're going to put the guiding feet. On the other side, no handle, so you're going to put the locked in feet, the fixed feet. I got a mess to clean up around here. I'll just throw it on the floor. A lot of cardboard to recycle. You know, when you get old, man, you know you got to put the glasses on to see what you're doing. You get that? It is 7/16. No, this is metric. This is metric. It's funny, it's metric and it's made in the USA, isn't it? That's really weird. Yeah, wow. So it's a 12. You got to wear reading glasses to see anything up close. Yeah, this is nice, man. I ain't gotta fight bolting and holding a screw and a washer and all that other stuff. I really ought to get my socket set. That'll be a lot easier. I think I'm gonna have to get a socket. Anyway, back to my weekend. My weekend was pretty fun. Saturday, getting the sink in without instruction was torture. And then we'd come home and look at a YouTube video actually from IKEA, because it's an IKEA sink, and they showed exactly the cut, and we're like, well gosh, we know we got the right dimension and we're fighting this thing, let's just try it. And we get back to the house, our dimensions were right. All we have to do is cut that little square out of the front and slid it in. Perfect. We're like, dang, man. We would have been done with this project the day before. It's all good when you're hanging out with friends, enjoying yourself, you know, getting mad at them getting mad at you. Here's the problem. The problem is, so, you know, working for who I worked with all my years of employment, I was a technician. So I worked for engineers. And engineers are a special breed. There's no offense to engineers out there, if there are any out there, or there will be eventually. No offense to you. My wife's an engineer. And our friend who we're helping his child, he's an engineer. And they just, they see things differently than technicians. You know, my wife's a very smart person. Our friend is a very smart person. I think in order to get through engineering school, you have to have a certain mentality, a certain brain, to be able to do all that math. You know, I got through a couple of college level calculus, I think 150 at Ohio State. I went to Ohio State anyway. I think I got through 152 or 153. I didn't get through vector. But that stuff was hard, man. But engineers, man, I mean, my wife could teach college math, you know. She went to, I don't know, it was a 400 level math, man. And my kids are the same way. My kids are engineers too. 400 level math, man. It's like, they're smart people. But they look at things differently, you know. They look at things, they want to engineer it a certain way, and they want it to be a certain way. And technicians are like, well, let's just put it together this way because it'll work. It's just as, maybe not perfectly structurally as perfect as they want it. But man, the engineers look at things so in detail and look and study. You gotta turn around and study and study. Man, let's just get this crap together. That's how I look. Let's just get it together. I mean, we're talking about a countertop, people. We ain't talking about an airplane. All right, I think I'm gonna get the socket. I think I'm gonna put it on an impact drill too. So hang on. All right, impact driver. Not overdriving them really. All right. Now we're going to lower to the floor. I'm going to get on the floor. Remember what I said about me? I'm a big guy. Getting on the floor ain't fun. It ain't bad, but getting up is pain. All right, here we go. All y'all, I'm down. I'm down. Well, I got you on here. I might have to have you be my life alert. You probably aren't going to see a lot of this because of my big cranium. At least I don't have to screw them in fingers real fast with this impact driver. Once I get them started, I'll use that. And they'll screw in real fast. Uh-oh. Could be a problem on this side with these fixed wheels. Might not be able to get that impact driver in there. See, an engineer would want to know, well, I mean, it's a toolbox, right? Well, what's the torque spec on those wheels? We got to torque them to the right spec. Man, it's not a car. It's not a plane. We're just going to tighten them down. Hey, I can reach that. That's nice. If they come loose in a year or two, you know, I'll know. I'll just climb back under here with a wrench and tighten them back up. You know, when I put the Craftsman together, did the same thing. I never had to get back under there. I would imagine I won't have to do it on this. I don't know what that is. It's like a goober. Okay, them wheels is on. Them wheels is on. There we go. Little reach. Got my feet on those those wheels so they wouldn't roll on me. Bam, we're up. You know, washers have two sides, right? because it seems like when that punch punches through, it pushes everything this way. And I always like that smooth side out. I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know, you know, most people just put them on, but for me, I like that smooth side out, or that top side of where the die punches down on it. I always like that out. I don't know if it's proper or improper, but for me, it's what I like. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at this. Can y'all see that? Oh, let me make sure you can see that. Okay, so this slides in these little grooves like so, tips up, and then you screw into those. Unfortunately, I got to slide down there because I can't see it. I have to bring my light down, but this goes like so. See, it's nice when they make things where you don't need nuts on the other end of stuff. All right, I'm going to find out what size this is, and we'll put the last one in and be done. There we go, y'all. Now we're going to work on the top. I don't know if it has anything to do. I don't think it does. It's heavy. Oh my God. It's not only heavy, it's big. I'm too old for this, y'all. This is a young man, big, young, strong man toolbox. All right, can you see it? Woo-wee! Gotta watch me. I don't know where I put stuff sometimes. Okay, so now we're on the iPhone. Battery ran out on the Canon. I have a secondary battery coming in the mail today, but I don't have it yet. Anyway, I don't like that I really wish they would have barrel keyed both these as the same key. They didn't. It doesn't matter. I usually leave them in there and never lock it anyway. Didn't turn it far enough. Uh-oh, more instructions. Oh, power. Yeah, so the real cool thing about this, there's a power strip up in here right here. Has 1, 2, 3, 4 plug-ins and 2 USBs. That's cool. I think that's what my wife really liked about it. I don't know where those go. I don't care where they go right now though. Anyway. But I just love that, man. Look at that big old logo. That is so cool. And it's taller than me. We did measure this week, and I'm 6 foot with my shoes on. So it's taller than me. It's awesome. That thing is awesome. All right. So what I'll eventually do in both cases, I'll probably put these on a zip tie. Tie them back in here on this thing or something. In the meantime, they can just sit back there. figure out where these little pads go. They probably go underneath, right? Just my luck. It shows 4 holes. Yep. Looks like they go on the bottom. They go underneath here, so broken foam. That's what I'm going to use. Alright, that's done. Now I gotta put all my tools in it, reorganize them. I'm probably gonna leave that up just because it's cool. Actually, where I used to have my old one, there's no power on that wall in the garage. But back where I actually wanted to move it, there's power. So I might get my wish and get to put it back where I wanted it, where my other electrical parts are. You know, that's the unboxing of the DeWalt Toolbox. I like it, man. I like it real, real well. Tomorrow we'll have another episode. Got some other stuff coming in, like I said, a battery and some other stuff, new memory card, stuff like that. And end of the week we have the Portland bridge pedal. That's phenomenal. And then Sunday, I think next Sunday, I'm bringing the RV home. Finish up some projects on there for the following weekend that us boys are going to Sun River. Anyway, full-time, part-time, anytime is a great time to RV. Join me again tomorrow.